season first-round losing streak this year, with four-time MVP Aaron Rodgers joining the mix. Currently, ESPN Bet has the Steelers at 8.5 wins for the regular season. Rodgers, however, not fazed by the noise. Take a listen.
I don't worry about what anybody's saying, what Vegas has. I went to a ladder, any of that nonsense. Every team every year has periods of adversity that they have to overcome and battle and kind of go through it like the bison running toward the storm. You gotta kind of run through it and embrace it. And if we can do that, then we're going to have a chance to be in the mix.
That's what I was thinking, like the bison. Mike T, can you do me a favor? Stephen A is a die-hard Steelers fan, and obviously, you know, Aaron Rodgers is a bad man coined by him. How confident are you in the Pittsburgh Steelers making the playoffs this season?
Not at all. On September 17th this year, the NFL is going to be 105 years old. Stephen A, you should be taking some copious notes here. And in the 105-year history of this great league, there has been two quarterbacks 42 years or older that have made the playoffs. Tom Brady, and obviously he's in a class by himself, and Drew Brees. When you look at the Steelers, guys, Troy Fontenot played one game last year, big question mark. Who's going to be opposite DK Metcalf? Is it going to be Calvin Austin? Is it going to be Roman Wilson? You have a third-round pick in Caleb Johnson from Iowa. And to me, I think Aaron Rodgers is a juxtaposition. On the one hand, I give him all the credit in the world. Four-time MVP, Super Bowl champion, made hundreds of millions of dollars. If you are in, be all in. Get to know your teammates. Be there for the offseason program.
He has been.
No, he hasn't. He signed late. If he was in, he should have been there in March.
Since he signed, has he been there?
He's
been there.
But he hasn't been there when he should be there in March.
What the hell does he need to do, Mike T? Go and get him milk and cookies?
Yeah, he should get.
He's been there.
He should take out his teammates. And when you're competing against Joe
You don't
Burrow,
know whether he hasn't done that or not. It's Pittsburgh. What's there to do? I'm sure he's taking them out.
No, but what I'm saying is he should have been there in March and April when you're competing against Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, amongst others. Stephen A.
He's so down on
You're not going to score enough points to compete with those teams. And there's a reason that we have 105 years of data that says at 42 you age out.
I think if it was anybody else, I think y'all look for stuff to get on Aaron Rodgers about. By the way, when you say that somebody like Drew Brees, who we all revere, we know how big time that brother was, he was in a class by himself. Are we sure about that? Last time I checked, Aaron Rodgers was on that level. This is Aaron Rodgers we talking about. This is Aaron Rodgers. He's four-time league MVP. He's a Super Bowl champion. Drew Brees got one. He got one. What we talking about here? Oh, by the way, Drew Brees won. When did he win his? Was it 2009? If I remember correctly, when did Aaron Rodgers win his? 2010.
But I'm saying,
come on, man.
105 years.
All right.
I
understand the odds are stacked against it, but if somebody can defy the odds, it's that bad man, okay? Now, I understand he hasn't been that over the last couple of years. The Achilles tear derailed him. Then he comes back last year. And this is the part that's phony about you. And I'm surprised that you, especially you, Woody, it's people like you. Normally, we would look at a guy like Aaron Rodgers who tears his Achilles, fourth play of the game to start the season 2 years ago, and then he come back last year, and we go like this. It's going to take you about 2 years to recover. But nobody wants to give him that grace. Oh, no. Everybody want to look at Aaron Rodgers like he finished. And then Ryan Clark goes out there to training camp. He's like, damn, he could throw. What, you think? Maybe the fact that it took him some time to get 100%. And now that he's 100%, he could drop back, and he got that leverage. You understand?
Watch out for your Achilles.
Come on, now.
Be careful.
I have a two-time Super Bowl champ here.
And an Achilles tendon survivor of the New York Jet, Lydia.
That's right.
Yes. Can you break the tie for me? Because it's a lot right now between the two of them.
First of all, I don't appreciate Stephen A attacking me.
I
didn't say anything. You attacked me. And I don't appreciate that, okay? That's number one. Number two, Mike, you go on here and you're bloviating about 105 years and all that type of stuff in the National Football League. Here's what I would say, devil advocate to all the points you made. Last time I checked, who coaches the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin gets to 9-10 wins in his sleep.
Yes, he does.
In his sleep, he gets to 9 to 10 wins. Okay? Yes, Aaron Rodgers is 41, going to be 42 years old. Can't do anything about his age. But you know the one thing that Aaron Rodgers does better than any other quarterback in the history of the National Football League? Take care of the football. That's what Aaron Rodgers does when he's out on the field. He takes care of the football. So you mean to tell me in Pittsburgh, you got a quarterback that can take care of the football, a team that has a very good defense, coached by Mike Tomlin, they can't get the 10-plus wins?
Guys, we need to table that because I have a heavyweight in the AFC standing by. So take a listen right now, staying in the AFC, to what RC had to say.
Total projection. That said, it's 8.5, D-Wood. We go over or we go under?
I'm taking the over on there. Listen, we're talking about Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like, they sleep their way into, 9-10 wins.
Yeah.
And that's without, Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Listen, I get he's 41. And that's a big question mark. Can he play the whole slate of games? But this is the best quarterback situation the Pittsburgh Steelers have had since Big Ben has been there. I think that the biggest question, honestly, is the offensive line. The offensive line, they play well and they play to their strength and protect Aaron Rodgers. Come on, I'm taking over.
Greedy, the NFL was created on September 17, 1920, roughly 105 years ago. In 105 years, there's been 2 quarterbacks, 42 or older, start a playoff game. I'm going to take 105 years and take the under.
So you're going under on Rodgers, at least as far as the playoffs are concerned. Shefty, what are you hearing out of Pittsburgh, the early returns?
Listen, I think they are excited. They felt like this was a position they had to solidify. This is a team, I think, that still has some questions going into the season. I know we talked about Trey Hendrickson and Terry McLaurin. A topic we haven't talked about that's not settled yet is Cam Hayward, the defensive tackle who has talked about retiring if he doesn't get a raise. And they have been unwilling to figure out that situation. So I know we have all these situations that have percolated across the league that have begun to be solved. But Mike is out there, and the topic that hasn't gotten a lot of attention so far is Cam Hayward, who hasn't participated in team drills in practice with the Steelers getting ready to open their season against your Jets, the 3 of you guys.
That's correct, all 3 of us. They're playing against the 3 of us and the rest of the Jets a week from Sunday at 1 o'clock Eastern. And by the way, just so you get a chance to hear it, I've said it a million times, no one says words better than Mike Tomlin does. He had these to say yesterday about his confidence heading into the season.
You can trick yourself into being confident. You can hide underneath your desk. I don't worry necessarily about how I feel, the emotional component of it, because it's just that. It's about putting these guys in position to work individually and collectively and being urgent about that work and understanding that everybody's got the same number of days and the answers to those questions, those bills are going to come due in a short period of time.
Again, I have no idea what he just said, but I loved every second. I don't know what that meant. I really don't. But I would like it to be my ringtone if that's on the list of options going forward. All right, we got college football coming up. What an enormous weekend we have this weekend here. And it is the Arch hype begins in earnest with Saturday's showdown with Ohio State. Do he and the Longhorns have a target on their back? You'll hear how he answered that question, and we'll see how Mr. Feinbaum answers this one from Sneaky Hembo. Here we go, Paul. Hembo's coming for you today. So Nick Saban had 7 teams that were ranked number 1 in the preseason AP poll. The question is, which coach had the record before Saban broke it? Which coach had the most teams ranked number 1 in the preseason poll before Saban came along? The answer